Okay. That much better? Okay, okay, my servers. Let's see. What is this? Oh, okay. Fight. Come on, please don't be slow.
I'm here.
Okay,
Let
okay.
me turn my camera on.
Verify volume
There we
over.
are.
Oops.
Okay. Are you see me?
No, I only see your profile and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting there. Save. Huh. Now
Hi.
you
Okay,
see
much better.
me. So hi. Let me see if I can
Hi.
share this out.
Yeah, I want to do that
No,
too.
I don't want to do that. I can't share it from the box.
Yeah, because
So we'll just wait on some viewers and stuff to come in because they'll get
mhm,
notifications if
mhm.
they have their notifications and stuff on.
I'm gonna have to make your box bigger. Would that make sense?
They would. You would think they would be able to make the box bigger.
Oh, okay, there we go. Ah, I
Oh,
got
what's your in the box? Okay,
it. Yeah, one more.
what's your in the
What?
box? So
Okay, do you want to switch?
no, it's fine.
Okay, okay.
Whichever. I mean, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, whatever. I'm already here, so
It
I was
doesn't.
just playing
It
around
doesn't
and
matter.
stuff.
Yeah, we just got a couple people in here now, so we're just waiting on some people to show up. Let me see if I can share it out.
Join,
Okay.
do your burner account and see if you can share it. How was the shirt? Tracy Sam. Ah,
Send that way. We're up to 6. So hi everybody.
hi. I think some of them are gonna come and go. So
Yeah. Hello. I added Tracy as mod and Sam. So
yeah, I invited them too, so I'm not sure they.
yeah. So do you want to start with what we're doing here, or you want to wait for a couple more minutes for? Let's wait for a couple more minutes for
Okay,
people
we
to,
can do that then.
because yeah. Hi,
Is
come on
Tracy here?
in.
Hmm. Are you recording?
No, but
Oh my god. Hi Tracy. Hi Sherry.
hi,
Oof,
Sherry.
oof, goodness. Oh my god.
Hello, Tracy.
Oh, run around. Mhm.
Hi, everybody. We're just waiting on some people to come in before we get started. I wonder if the heart thing works on the phone like
I
this.
don't
I
know.
doubt it. I don't know.
Please share the live, you guys.
Yeah,
No,
like, share, and follow if you would. Either myself or Linda, the evidential medium. She's the host, but she's in the box and I'm in the big part. I don't know how that got switched around, but we'll both be doing some readings for people. We're doing kind of an educational video about mediumship and tarot and morals and fakes, scammers, things like that. Just kind of um, an eye opener, I guess you could say, for people that are interested in mediumship and psychic people, but are afraid they might get taken. So, yeah, I'm
Cute.
still sharing. Let's
Oh
see.
my god.
Let's see. How do we modify that? I'm playing around with settings if you wonder what I'm doing while
Yeah,
we
I'm
only
trying to
have
get
five
you.
people in.
Okay.
I'm trying to share it out some more. Let's see. Here we go. All right. I've got it. I'm going now. Oh, I don't need to share it with myself, do I? Oh, don't need to share it with you.
Let's see. Okay, I'll just get that there.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going
I can't
through.
find the people I was looking to. There's there.
Did you check your people off there?
Oh, I can. Okay, I can search them up. Oh, I was trying to look for that option to search up people. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it won't let me share anymore.
I can't find her name. Okay. Well.
It's Friday night too, so
Yeah.
we reach a small audience.
It's okay.
Hi,
I'm not mine is
Felicia.
small audience. You know,
How are
let me do something
you?
real quick. Be back. Be back. Be back.
Okay. Happy Friday. You guys, if you would, just like and share and follow if you would. I mean, if you're not already. I think most of you that I shared to are already following me. But Linda, the evidential medium, is, hey, Frankie. Hi. Linda is going to join me, and we are doing kind of an how we do things as far as psychic mediums go. So, yeah. We're going to go over some morals and how not to get scammed and red flags to watch for, stuff like that.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna grab my other phone.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so cold. I messaged Sam too.
Yeah. I sent him poor thing. He's probably like, okay, ladies, okay.
Whoops. Sorry,
Okay,
Sam.
no, he. Hmm. Here's what started right here.
But whenever you're ready, like I said, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, we're just kind of waiting on. Okay, I shared with some more people. So, Linda, I'm going to let you start.
Okay. Whenever you see. Sorry, that was on TikTok, but okay. Start. So where do you want me to start? Well, where do we start?
Where do we want to start? Well, let me look at my notes here. We want to make sure that we bring the moral code of and the red flags of to psychic mediums and people, the things that people will do to try to convince you that they are real and take your money and all of that stuff, and the moral code that any reader should follow. That's the way, is our opinion. Every reader is different, but Linda and I are on the same page about a whole lot of things, and we just thought we would share that information with you guys so that it would be informational and educational. And that way, if you are watching a reader interested in a live, thank you for the roses. If you are watching a reader and you're interested in a reading, what to watch, you need to watch the reader for a little bit before you actually pay for a reading, because you need to know their style and if it goes with what you believe in. Hi, Sam. Hello. So, the points of interest, I guess, Linda. Like, if, say, there were a reader on TikTok and you were scrolling through and they were on your For You page, the red flags that you brought up and that I read in your statements.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be kind of going off some of your information about the no fear tactics, no fear mongering. They won't use your loved ones against you. They won't say, like, They won't claim that you have dark entities attached to them and that you need to pay them in order to get some sort of spirit off of your back. That is red flag number one.
Mhm.
It should always come in a kind, loving, and respectful manner, no matter what. Even if you disagree with the reader, you should just end it in, in the reading. And, you know, if they claim that you need witchcraft to heal you, run. So, um, anything you want to add to that?
Chakras or energy clearing or cleansing too.
Yeah, the balance in the of the chakras and need to be grounded.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I've been working on that, guys. I've been working very hard on that. Um, because it's been a long time since I've been on TikTok, as y'all know. Hey, hi, Daz. Um, but also divination tools like the tarot cards and the wands and oracle cards and pendulums, things like that. They are just that, tools.
Mhm.
Any real psychic will not have to have them. They do help us. However, we can do a cold reading without any of that. I have experienced that, and Linda doesn't use. I use more tools than she does. That's just the difference in our reading styles. Um, what do you do to prepare for a reading, Linda?
For me, for how I do a reading is like usually I kind of just like call in my spirit team who's here, my highest good, kind of guide and protect me during this reading. And then sometimes it depends on my mood that day. I can use like Florida water to kind of help me out. Because again, it really depends on the mood. But usually I just call in my spirit team to help me out and stuff like that and stuff. That's
I
just me.
include that in my prayer when I'm doing my tarot cards. Like I call in my spirit team, their spirit team, and I try to make the energy always good and for no malice, no ill intent, only for their higher good. And I will not deliver messages that are traumatic. I don't do that. I don't sell trauma.
Mhm.
That is something that your loved ones, one, don't want you to be afraid for them. Usually it's a loving message that they want to relay. It's unless there is something. um there are some psychic mediums that do work, like for the police department, for the FBI, to try to solve cold cases. There are, I mean, they've been doing that for years. But unless they have been validated that they actually do that, I wouldn't recommend just finding one and paying them for a reading, because they are specialized in certain kinds of cases. So,
Mhm.
um, are there any rituals that you use, Linda?
No, I'm very basic complaint. I'm sorry. Like
Mhm.
rituals, I try to stay away from that unless it's like the I have back to back reading. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
But usually, I'm very good at managing my appointments and everything. So I'm pretty good at managing time and stuff. So I don't need rituals.
I usually light white candles. I imagine I wear my black stones for protection. I have the energy that I give out. I wear like the good energy stones. The energy that I receive from on my left arm, because of protect myself from anything that might be, you know, not welcome. So that is something that I do, um, as a medium, as a tarot card. Also, when you are in a reading, take notes for future reference, or have the host to, if they're writing down things, like Frankie, who's wonderful, by the way. um I've had a reading from her and she's amazing. Frankie, she writes down things that are of interest in my reading, and then she'll screenshot that and send it to you. So, and that's another tool that we use. And, do your research. The different, and whatever is good for your personality. There are different styles of readers and different ways that they communicate, different messages that they will give. Oh, Frankie, I adore you as well. Um, just such a lot. And you will see a lot within somebody. You will recognize it. You will pick it up. You will absolutely not have, they won't sell drama. It's not about the drama, it's about the message, it's about the healing. It is absolutely about the healing of the message. It's not about the fear mongering or the viewers, or if they're it's going to invoke not happy tears, steer clear. Just stay away. Um, if they don't write down things like Frankie does to send it to you, take notes for future reference. That way you can look back on that. Okay? You have anything to add there, Linda?
Um, well, about okay, let's see. You take notes. I want to go back to your take notes. For example, in my case, you personally experienced my reading.
Yes.
You know how sometimes I will offer the option of recording the whole session, so you can kind of go back and pinpoint information that it resonate with you. Sometimes some mediums do offer the options and some don't. But for me, I do offer the option where your whole session gets recorded and then only you get the link to the video and stuff. Nobody else has it. So again, it's just like I said, you really just need to feel the medium if you're drawn to them or you're not drawn to them, kind of thing, too.
And there should also be integrity in the reading. When I say integrity, they shouldn't discuss your reading with other clients unless they have your permission. If they don't have your permission to discuss your reading in particular with someone else, they shouldn't be doing that. It's kind of like, I mean, HIPAA without HIPAA, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just that. And if they're disrespectful to you in any manner, if they make you uncomfortable in any way, make sure that you speak up for yourself and kindly say, I take offense to that, or I don't agree with that, or whatever. The reader should know already know how they're making you feel anyway, based on what they're telling you. So that shouldn't even come up. But if you are feeling some kind of way in the reading, just end it. If you don't want to say anything, just hang up. Because if you are having a bad feeling about a reading that you're getting, it's not for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not for you. So
And
it can be traumatic.
and I just want to say too that sometimes it's not the reader too. It sometimes can be like the sitter too as well. Like the sitter comes up with expectations or they're hyper focused on a certain message or someone that can kind of ruin the reading too. So that's why it's important to completely open minded, because sometimes it can be your expectations blocking too, not the reader too. So it's like it's on it's on a scale, you know what I mean? So like I say, it's really how the situation is too.
Try to keep an open mind whenever you have a reader as well. When someone comes through, don't try to make it fit. You may be looking for a specific message from someone, but they may be standing back, or they may be not coming through, and it may be someone else in your life that is trying to bring you a more important message. So keep an open mind whenever you're with the reader, and try to but make sure that you validate or negate or but don't discount the information completely, because it could be a future thing coming up. That's where the notes come in. So, make sure that you validate the reader if they are doing well, but don't give away too much information. Um, yes or no is perfectly fine unless they ask you to elaborate.
Mhm.
If they ask you to elaborate on a specific subject, once you validate that information, then they should give you time to explain what that means to you, and if you guys are on the same page as far as what they're feeling and what you're feeling, so that it's definitely a I don't want to say a dance, but it's a give and take. So, um, anyone who wants the mediumship reading, it's the details, it's the specific details that you want to look for. And they will be very specific. They won't be generalized, like, how does this number attach to you? Everybody can figure out a number if it attaches to somebody in their lives. They can be used like that, or but they will be very specific to the person that you are picking up. There will be details such as description of a room, or an age, or that you are, or the relationship that you have with that person, how they may have passed. Other details too that you've picked up, Linda, and what I can't. I mean,
Well, if I can remember, it it varies on what the spirit wants to allow to give, if that makes sense. And like I said, most of the part you said is yes, correct, what I picked up and what I able to allow to pick up. And I think it's also, I don't know, it's right now I can't really think about it right now because I'm so focused on you and trying to get the messages, like, okay, what do I need to talk about, what's important and stuff like that. Sorry. My mind, I have a brain fart right now.
that's fine. I mean, and Linda's going to do a reading, and I'm going to do a reading at, when we're through talking about this, so that you can judge for yourself the different styles, and because she does it totally different than I do. So, but doesn't mean, we're neither one of us are psychic. It just means we have different reading styles. But there's an ethical and moral code that we have to follow. I've kind of struggled with this a little bit lately. Linda's kind of brought me back into my grounding space, gotten me back into my calmness, because I tend to lose my head
Cool.
sometimes, my cool. Especially, when people do things that hurt people that I actually care about. I will really, really get riled up, and I really shouldn't allow that to happen. That is my bad. Oh, I love you too. Yes, I am human. I do have like feelings, and sometimes, that they can carry me away at times, but I do need to practice what I preach. You know, um, the legal, health, pregnancy, readers should stay away from that for legal reasons, to protect ourselves. We can do those things. Certainly, we can do those things. But there's always free will that comes into play. There's always free will. Anything can change at any moment based on a decision that you, as the sitter, may make a decision, and it will change the course of things. So, if there is like, look for good reviews on someone, word of mouth. If someone is singing their praises, and there's not negative stuff attached to that person, Google them. It's that simple. Um, you want to work, or you want someone who does not have access to knowable information from TV, social media, things like that. You want to make sure that the integrity is held within the reading. So, and if that is the case, and they want to read for famous people that have things out in the media, then question that. Look within yourself and see if that is someone you want to read for you. And then make an educated decision on that.
Mhm.
So, most things should resonate with you. If they don't resonate with you, they're not the reader for you. They're not getting anything for you. And they should tell you that. They should say, I'm not getting anything, or you're blocked, or, I can't read you. Um, be patient with the reader too, because a lot of times multiple people will come in and we have to sort those people out, because when they know, when you've had several loved ones that have crossed over, you can have a couple come in all at one time, and the messages will make sense to you as we relay them. They won't make sense to us, but they will to you. If they don't to you, they're not the reader for you. Multiple energies, yes, sometimes. Absolutely. So, Linda, did you have anything to?
Yes, I wanted to kind of touch base on the legal health and pregnancy. Like, yes, we should try to stay away that from that, but sometimes it'll get brought up in the reading by loved ones. Like, we'll touch base on it and bring it up, but we won't go exactly in depth or in detail about that stuff. But like for readers who say who offers like pregnancy predictions on gender, date, just kind of be iffy or aware of that, especially if they're not really qualified or have a license or professional to do that kind of reading. Just always take those readings with a grain of salt too. And so that's why I tell my people to, if like some kind of health, pregnancy gets brought up, just please take it with a grain of salt. And like, yes, there'll be times where your loved one will bring a very specific validation. Just for my example, where I didn't know my client had a granddaughter that's coming, and so her grandmother and said the baby's coming early. So I didn't know it was like 38 weeks, how early. And then my client's like, yes, we had a feeling the baby's gonna come early. And then the grandmother is like 39, 39. I was like, okay, so maybe at 39 weeks. And then as soon as the granddaughter gave birth, it was confirmed. It came at 39 weeks. Like I said, I do have evidence that, you know, my prediction was right about 39 weeks. Like I said, if your one loved ones wants to bring up those confirmation, we'll be more than happy to bring that validation and stuff. So like I
Yeah.
said, it's kind
Uh,
of touchy subject.
yeah, and Frankie also, she does the pregnancy conception stuff. So, and she's been doing that for a while. That is her style. And but I can tell you, she is an amazing reader. She is legit. So, um, you know, but just be careful. I mean, be very aware of that. Now, when as far as the health is concerned, I also wanted to bring this point up. When a spirit comes in, a lot of times to validate who they are, they will show us how they passed. They will make us feel the way they felt or what they passed from. And that's just validation. They don't feel it anymore. They've crossed over. They don't have the human body but they will make us feel what they felt before they passed, or specific information during their passing that we will pass on to you that only you could know. It was a way, yeah, if a reader diagnoses you, run.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like, okay, for example, I was reading tarot for a lady, and I picked up, I pulled the Empress card, which is the mother energy, and the Tower card right after that, and my intuition automatically led me to, I don't know, I just heard message from spirit, I guess. Yeah, well, not I guess, I mean, it was from spirit, period. But I heard message that the mother should go have a mammogram done if she was due, and that mammogram saved that woman's life. Just, I didn't give her specific medical like information, I just made a suggestion that I was feeling very strongly, and said, "Hey, if she hasn't had one done already, she may want to look into this." And in that case, I have had that come through once or twice. but it's not that often.
Mhm.
So I didn't diagnose her because I'm not a doctor, but I did recommend the test. So, and I don't know, is there anything else that you want to touch on before we read for someone?
Is that all the notes that you took off of mine content?
Yeah, a lot of the notes. Yeah, if you go to Linda the Evidential Medium, she has a some wonderful content. And she is amazing, by the way. When you guys see her read, I'm just going to toot your horn for a minute, Linda, because she is really, really good. And I love her style and her way. She is a peaceful. Uh, you are a peaceful soul, and that is very comforting for people that need those messages. So,
Hmm. Okay. Anything else that
wonderful.
I want to add on? Yes. How to tell if how do I say it? How to tell if, even if the medium is legit or genuine, how to tell if they actually are genuine. I guess it makes sense. Like, I believe everyone's gifted,
Hmm.
but to me, I am more evidence based, and I feel like if it's something like very generic or general, like your grandfather that has cancer, then it makes me question. Okay, so which grandfather side of the family is it coming from? So I like to get more in depth and more details. And when I see readers like that, it kind of makes me question, but I'm not doubting them. And just like, okay, can you go further? Can you go in more in depth, or are you just gonna go whatever you receive from spirit and move on? Like I said, I'm not trying to question, but it's just like makes me feel like, okay, so I try to give people a benefit of doubt, but for me, I go very in depth and very detailed. As Carlina, she's seen my reading too
Yes,
and stuff.
it was very good, very good. So, and it was just it was all very specific information that could be validated on the spot. Most of it. Some of it could be future stuff, but for the most part, you will know if it resonates and you feel it in your soul, then they're legitimate.
Yeah, and kind of like you said earlier about not making the message fit or it didn't fit at that time. Sometimes it can be like just for example, if you're married, sometimes your significant others, loved ones can come through and have a message for your significant other instead of yours. So again, that's why it's so kind of important to kind of like, pinpoint and write it down or just have some kind of proof where your client can go back and be like, okay, this is for my husband or my friend instead of for me. This is the messages is really, I don't know, most like you said, like it should really fit, but the ones that shouldn't fit, it's most likely a message to your social connections, or maybe you're just hyper focused on a message and it doesn't really resonate with you because you're hyper focused. um let's see what else. I think it's also important to, as a reader, and then Carlina can vouch to this too, like, it's important as a reader to kind of be down or open to be corrected when you're wrong or you're misinterpreting the message. Because when I gave Carlina a reading, I said, please correct me if I'm wrong. And don't get offended if your client wants to correct you. You should always learn. I've always said, like, my clients is my teachers too, because they teach me
Yes.
about myself. And so is my client's loved one. They're my teachers too and stuff.
I have to always be open to learning new things. Um, you can't shut yourself off in one category.
Yeah.
If you are spiritual and you are interested and you are trying to learn your way through this, it can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. Just, you know, um, because sometimes you don't get time alone.
Hmm.
You hear things sometimes that you don't want to hear, and you shouldn't deliver those traumatic messages. It's an ethical thing. If you're going to cause trauma to someone, they don't need to know that because free will come into play. If if someone is asking you, for instance, is my husband cheating? If they're coming in your live and they're asking you that question, more than likely they already know the answer. You should try to, I guess, push people in a manner in order to figure that out within their marriage for themselves. Like you can say, well, I feel like you already know the answer. And you should have that conversation with the older children. Let's see. What? I don't know what that means. Uh oh. um, but yeah, I mean, there are things in the cards that will show you, you know, that yeah, more than likely it's happening. And you can say that, but there needs to be a conversation in the marriage. You know, don't sell it as fact. Because what if that person is not, you know? So,
I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, I I think as readers, it's important to build our own dictionary of symbolism too, because sometimes spirits do love using symbolism too. So for example, my main symbolism is the owl. And so I always tell my clients, so the owl gets brought up. And for me, when animals get brought up, I'll always have a symbolism behind them. So I'll always ask my client, would an owl mean anything to you before I move to symbolism? And then my client can confirm yes. And if my client doesn't resonate with that, then I'll go ahead and move to symbolism. So again, building your own symbolism dictionary is so important too, as a reader.
my friend Monica is in here, and she said, I always give the older gentleman the right soup. What she's referring to is every time I go to the grocery store, I make my husband go to the grocery store, and here's why. There is always an older gentleman looking for a can of cream of chicken soup for his wife's casserole. There is always someone in the grocery store looking for something, and I will go to that aisle and just pick it up and put it in their buggy for them because I'm hearing their thoughts. I stay out of the pharmacy. Don't go there.
Yeah, yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. If someone messages you on a platform, that's another thing. We will never reach out to you for a reading, ever. Like, we will not sell ourselves to you in your private messages. That does not happen. If someone is legitimate, they will not send out spirit led me to you. No, that doesn't happen. That is a scam. Report them and block them immediately. Yes, always be cautious of that.
What
Never
else?
ever fall for that trick.
Hmm. What
Yeah.
else do I want to bring up to awareness? Um, I think I don't know. I think it's important too, as a reader, or all readers, I think that when someone comes to you for a reading, I personally think that you are 100% responsible for their well-being, your client's well-being and
Mhm.
stuff. It doesn't matter you want to or not, but it's the truth though, because your client is coming to you for some kind of healing, and that's where it says you are 100% responsible for your client's well-being as a psychic reader too.
Yeah,
And if you don't want that responsibility, then don't give readings.
don't
You
give,
know.
or just stick with family and friends, the ones that, I mean, don't go on a public platform and look for strangers to traumatize.
Mhm.
that's that's just never an okay thing to do, because it's a responsibility, like she said. It's a responsibility not to hurt people. This should
Mhm.
be a healing practice. This should not be a hurting practice at
Yeah.
all. If someone is not interested in giving you something that you can feel good about, just stay away.
Hmm. Let's see what else. Um, Okay, I want to say, again, please, for anybody, I'm just going to put it like a trigger warning, or please don't take me what I'm about to say as an offense or try to bash on you. It's not. It's the reality because let's just say if you come from like a religious trauma background, it's really kind of important to make sure you don't bring your views or your beliefs into your client's reading. Your client may not believe in the same thing that you believe in, too. So for me, that's why it's so important when I mentor somebody, I 100% tell my student to 100% like straight up, I said, if you come to me, you must put your beliefs out the door
Mhm.
because you're going to push your beliefs and your views onto your client, which is unwanted. And so, and I'd like I said, I always give an example like, what happened if like your client's loved one brought up hell, and then you believe in hell, but what happened if hell was like a joke, like my client and their grandmother used to give each other hell, kind of like joking hell thing, but instead of hell, hell, you believe. So it's so important to become so neutral in a reading, and do not bring your religious traumas or your views to your client and
Absolutely.
stuff like that.
Because organized religion, and this is just my opinion, it's just an opinion, you can take it or leave it. Organized religion, if it's fanatical, it is the rules that man puts on God. It's not God himself. It's the rules that man puts on God. And that is just not something that you should bring in. Um, Keep an open mind. With God, all things are possible. Um, just you just got to know that that's a thing. So.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also, as a reader, it's important to be mindful of your choice of wording too.
Mm-hmm.
And just always, as a reader, if you do want to put yourself out there, just know you're gonna get clients probably like from UK or to some other parts of the world. And it's okay you don't know about that culture or where your client is from. It's okay. That's why we both say it's important to be honest and have communication. Like for me, I had a client that's from Ireland, and I told my client, I'm sorry, I don't know much anything about Ireland because I'm from the United States. So if I misinterpret anything or bring up anything that what they're trying to say, please correct me and stuff. So again, just kind of be mindful about you can get any client from all over the world too and stuff.
And like also when people come through, they don't speak English. I mean, there's no language in the soul speak.
Mhm.
So, like, even if they're a different culture or whatever, you can still. I mean, your interpretation, of course, is going to be in your first language, but that your grandparent or whatever, even if they were in another country, we can still read their energy because it's their energy that we're reading. It's not the language. It's the energy and the messages. And the way that they come through for myself is kind of like a movie, like little snippets of a movie in my mind. And I can be in the perspective of the person getting the reading, the person that is coming through in the reading, or as an observer. So you know, it depends on what perspective you come from there. Yeah.
Mhm. Let's
Yeah,
see.
Frankie says she gets asked that a lot, and I guess once you get so far advanced, you are able to move the perspective, and you can feel the feelings of the person. That if you're very empathic, you're going to feel the person. Hi, Lily. Hi, my love. Um. So, Linda, I my suggestion is that you read my friend Lily, since you don't know Lily.
Okay.
And and then I you can we will figure out who I'm going to read after that,
Okay.
so that people can watch our different styles and see what um Shiraz, hey, honey. Yeah.
Um,
So, and maybe I can read Shiraz because I haven't read Shiraz in a long time. Shiraz, are you up for a free reading? Or
um, there's
do
one thing
you
I
want to
do want
pick
to
who
touch,
you're
but
drawn to? It's up to
um,
you. Whoever you, if you want to pick who you're drawn to, it's up to you. So I'm not going to tell you who you're going to read, but
let's see. I can read Lily. Um, it's just gonna take me a minute because, like I said, like I told you, like I don't do
yeah,
live
you've
readings
got
anymore because so much of energies. Like I said, I can try. Um, yeah, I can definitely try.
and
Like, Lily.
I can do more than one reading tonight too, guys. I mean, just to um, and I'm not going to say what Linda will do, but I can do Shiraz and Felicia.
Okay. Hmm.
And then,
Do you want to do the reading now? Like I said, it's up to you. Like I said, I'm not really in a rush.
yeah, I'll do Shiraz first, and if Shiraz, if you just want to put your all caps on for me,
You mean mute myself?
yeah,
Okay.
just if you want to mute yourself, that'd be great.
Uh,
Or no, actually, you know what, Linda? If you have any input on Shiraz's, I would be interested in that.
about the
Unless we get
energy?
our energies crossed.
Yeah. That's why I said I can turn off my camera and mute myself so you can.
Yeah, turn off your camera and mute yourself probably because the other night we did a reading together and we got our energies crossed. So like
Okay.
I was reading with her and she was reading with me. That was
Yeah.
that happens. So Shiraz, I see you, girl. All right, let's see here. And Felicia, don't go anywhere. We'll do a couple of these and see. So, oh, I miss you so much. I know. There's a lot that's happened, girl. You're going to have to, like, give me a shout. Felicia, after Shiraz, I'm going to let Linda read, and then I will come back to you. Okay? All right. So, through truthful of light and healing, please give me the permission to read these cards truthfully and accurately. For Shiraz, I want to my highest good, no malice, no ill intent. Please call in your spirit guides, angel guides, and ancestors for any messages that we make through. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. All right. Yes, we do need to catch up. We've had a lot to we've got a lot to talk about, girl. Okay. So Shiraz, you're having some anxiety about, and here we go with um you're having some anxiety about some changes that are coming your way. Um and I'm wondering if this is so like it's about someone in your life that may be having some health issues. Like I'm not going to speak what those health issues are, but are you worried about someone that may be having some issues? You are. Okay. This is someone you look up to quite a bit, and I feel like this is something that they may be fighting at the time, an issue. Yeah, you're always, yeah. Okay. So is there like, I also want to say that you've changed the way that you're doing business. Um, and it's working better for you. It's working better for you financially, and it's working better for you in time management. Um, I feel like you've slowed down quite a bit, and you're doing more of the you're more present. You're standing up for yourself more. Yeah, it's really helping you to grow, and it's actually make I feel like financially it's also been a good thing for you as well, because it's kind of weeded out some of those clients that you were having trouble with previously, and by standing up for yourself they have kind of weeded themselves out and made room for new clients for you. um hmm. Also, sport, and you don't miss any of it. Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, you want to be, you know that he's going to be, I feel like you are realizing that you have a limited amount of time with him left because he's growing up, and you are absolutely being the ultimate mother by being there. You're taking time off to be there, and actually you've seen like um you've seen an increase in your business. Oddly enough, the more time you take off, the more time management things that you manage to do better with. But there is like some conflict in an emotional relationship that you have. I feel like this is either a sister or someone in your family that you are having some conflict with. And this could be a person that is jealous of you. Yes, you have better clients now because you've made room for those better clients. You've gotten rid of the wishy-washy. Your husband. Yeah. Yeah, there's some sort of jealousy issue though. Some You're going through some weird emotions, so it's you. Yeah, there's a message that are you are you guys disagreeing about the way that you are doing the business now? Like, I'm wondering if that is something that is, and you're trying to explain logically, like, no. Okay. See how Shiraz corrected me? So I have to back up and figure out what this message means. So that's what we're trying to. Um, has he re has he redone your space, your workspace? You don't know how you're feeling right now, if that makes sense. Yes. No, he hasn't redone your workspace. Have you guys discussed it? Like, maybe logically moving things around, or this could actually be a message to from yeah, I feel like sometimes you may feel as if he may be too bossy. but he says he does it with love, if that makes sense. Would that be? And like your communication, sometimes it's hot and cold, hot and cold. Yes, you would agree with that. Okay. Um, you've kind of pulled back though, like he kind of makes those suggestions, and you just quietly kind of you stay patient until, like, you don't say much of anything until you have had just enough, and then you will bring up everything all at one time instead of like going through the issues as they come. Like you tend to hold things in until it makes you so anxious, and you pull away, and then suddenly you blow up. Like, and then he's like, whoa, where is this coming from? Because I mean, and I see that your son is very sensitive as well. You've done a really good job with that, as far as making him yeah, you're there now. Um he I feel like your son is growing into himself, and he is very empathic, and he's very sensitive, and you have to watch your words with him a little bit more uh carefully, so that because he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he gets that from you. So yes. um Also, I want to know if you feel like there is someone that has been hiding something from you. I feel like this may be like a friendship, or um yeah. Hmm. You're not sure. Okay. That's okay. There's something about your intuition that is telling you something's off with one of your relationships. And I feel like this is a female relationship. I do feel like maybe it's a friendship, or a uh could even be an acquaintance, or no. And to give this disclaimer, I have read for Shiraz before. You've really pulled away from a lot of your friends. Yes. Um, I have given a reading for Shiraz before and pulled through people that have crossed over for her. So I am aware of these people. They are coming through. Yes. Yeah. I see that you've been pulling away from, it's almost like a habit that you can't break. Like you're afraid to put yourself out there. There's been loss in your life, and the loss of the individuals that we have discussed previously. They are kind of, you feel them around you sometimes, and we've talked about that. uh, with the loss, you are absolutely terrified of losing someone else, so you self protect yourself. um Although you have gotten into those memories of those people that you lost, they are more fond now than they were previously. It's not as traumatic as it used to be. They are, they have crossed over, they are fine, they are, um but you feel their energy a lot around you. And one specific individual that we've talked about previously, I'm sorry guys, I don't want to like put her business out there, but I have read for her before, and I know she knows exactly who I'm talking about, right, Shiraz? You struggle with that still. Yeah. um she has lost several friends for, okay, Yeah, she has lost several friends, and we have, but sometimes I think you're confused about the energy that you are picking up, whether it's the female or the male. You think about them a lot, like a lot. And it's almost like your loyalty to them, like you are still loyal to them even though they've crossed over. Like, I don't know, like you refuse to. Yes, I didn't want to say that, but you do compare your husband to him. Yeah. It's almost like the loyalty is compared there. Um with the energy that you feel with that, you've tried to change that. Like you feel guilty about it. But you've tried to change it, and you wonder like if that will ever end for you. The You feel like it's not fair that he left you that way. Like you haven't reconciled that still. The trauma in that is still a big deal for you. The memories that come up, tormented with it. The memories that come up, like you remember him in such a fond light, too. It's hard to move past that. And maybe, you overthink it because he is still with you. Um, do you have an anniversary or a birthday coming up? Some sort of celebration besides Christmas? That's the obvious, or the holidays. I mean, this is something else. You, yeah, you're overthinking. In April, you turn 40. Wait till you hit 50, girl. And then some. It's crazy. But uh the female that yeah, yeah. Um there's also like a female in your life that is very determined. I want to say a force to be reckoned with for you. Like I feel like there's a detachment from this person. This is a mother, stepmother, female, older female, I'm feeling. And you have to make the decision all the time about whether or not you want to deal with this person. Yes. Yeah. Probably. Your mother in law. Yeah. Like there's a detachment there, and she tries to, it could be both, but I mean, there's a detachment with one. There's one that wants to make all the decisions, and the other one that's just, she's just determined to, it's your mom. Yeah. I don't think she means to be that way. It's just kind of her way. Um, but she has pushed you like it's almost like, do I walk away or do I? Yeah, yeah. That's the detachment part. The woman that you haven't spoken to. But your mother, I want to say, she pushes and pulls you like emotionally. She will make a dig and then come back and go, well, and then it'll be something you guys will make up. It's, yeah. Yeah, there's like, and you have an idea in your head of how you want to be treated, but your mother is just, y'all are not meeting in the middle. But you guys go back and forth with the energy. But sometimes you have a hard time standing up for yourself with her. She makes you feel like you're 12. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like you have to be brave to speak up for yourself, and you have to dig that bravery out of somewhere and a lot of times you will just walk away from the whole situation, I feel. rather than, yeah. Your dad, however, is the peacekeeper. He's the peacekeeper. He's the one that keeps you grounded and keeps you level-headed and gives you sound advice. I want to say that. Um, I feel like sometimes you feel trapped. Like you wonder what things would be like if things were different, if you know what I'm saying. But you don't know if you would have the strength to make the changes in your marriage. That's exactly what I was referring to. Like you wonder if, I think you question whether or not you want to stay in the relationship. And you wonder if you could make it on your own, how that would be. Should you stay? That is a decision, honey, you have to make. Because I feel like sometimes you feel as if you're wasting time. You're giving too much of yourself. I wonder, like, are your needs being met? Is this a conversation that you guys, yeah, that's what you battle. I feel like you need to have a conversation and see what it is that maybe you guys may make progress on. Instead of pulling away, maybe he does the best he can. Right. Yeah. And he does make progress, and he is trying to be flexible with you, but it is very hard on you because one, you can't get out of the memory of the person that you lost. And he's gone. He is a good man. He is a good father. He's a good man, and he's very intelligent. And you have hope that things will change. But from day to day, I don't feel like until you speak up and have that communication, you just need more from him. You need to ask for that before you'll ever be satisfied. Make sure that you make that very clear to him. That is, but he is kind of in his own little world. Just don't think he knows how. Yes. I think he's kind of in his own little world. He doesn't even recognize that there's a problem. Like, kind of like an ostrich with his head stuck in the sand a little bit. And then he'll suddenly do something to surprise you. But you still step back sometimes. You have yelled about it. Well, you know, he is, I'm in the dark. Y'all can still see me though. Actually, I can see you better, but I can't see my cards. Hold on just a second. Let me plug me back in. No. My light, maybe. Ha! Back. Okay. There has been some, like, yeah, technical difficulties. It's my chair rolled over the cord and I had to plug it back into the block. Just don't want to feel like you're settling. Exactly. You kind of feel a little disappointed. And at times, maybe that life's not fair. because of the losses that you have felt, and the memory of the loved one that you lost sometimes. So just know that he's still with you, but be in the present and the here and now. And are there any questions that you have for me, Shiraz? Are you asking too much of him? I don't think that you can ever ask too much of a person. If your needs aren't being met, you need to communicate that clearly. Oh, hi, Sasha. Thank you. I do not feel like you are asking too much of him. I feel like he has to be reminded. Your health. I as far as your health goes, probably we should talk about that like not on the live. Yes, I do feel like you're doing all the appropriate testing right now. I do feel like there's one that is the next step for you to do. I do feel like there's another test coming up for you that will give you more answers. I think you've got one more to go through. Okay. And, when we catch up or whatever, then I can, next week. I feel like that's going to give you more answers than you have been getting. So, thank you, ma'am, for seeing you live, Miss Sasha. And now Miss Linda is going to take over.
Does the lady have enough viewers to be in the box?
You're welcome, honey. Huh?
Does Lily have enough viewers to be in the box of followers?
We have 12 people in the room.
Well, Lily.
Does Lily have enough to be in the box? No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. I can read you her comments though, but let's see. How can we do this? Can we switch? I'm wondering if we can switch.
Oh, no.
Put me in the box because you're the host. Let's see here. How did we do that before?
I'm looking right now. Whoops.
Oh, Lily, you can come in with no camera, just your voice. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. How do I do this? I mean, we're just messing around with the settings. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been on in so long.
Oh my goodness. What do we do?
Yeah, so send me a request or send Linda a request and just turn your camera off. It'll just be your voice.
No, how do I switch?
Hit the little blue. Let's see. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
No.
sorry. How do I do it?
Lily, hit the little blue and pink people, the little people in the box or on the bottom of your screen to send a request.
How do I change the?
Okay, and then you'll get the request, Linda, because
I got a request.
Okay.
At least, do you want to get out of the box? Maybe I can switch.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn me off.
How do I do this? Oh, I guess we're just messing with it. Oh, anyways. Anyways. We accept. Oh, it's not letting me accept. What's it going on? Okay, there we go. Accept, okay. I hate my phone so much. There we go, okay. Oh my god.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, thank God.
Yay.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So the way how I do my reading, I am again, like I said, I'm more evidence-based. And so I'm just gonna talk a little bit to kind of let the energy kind of go away on its own so you may have a fresh new energy to
Okay.
start. So the way I'll do it is just I'm more evidence-based. And again, like we said earlier, it's well when you came in, it's kind of important to kind of keep an open mind that anybody can come through for you, like anybody.
Okay.
And then so usually in the beginning, when I describe your loved ones, like usually two loved ones come in together. So it's kind of important to like pinpoint which information goes to who. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep, it does.
And then let's see. What else? Let's see. Oh, I'm losing my train of thought. Loved ones went through together, and just I feel like losing my train of thought right now. Let me see. Let's see what else. Firm validate, and then okay, yeah. So I'm just go ahead and put a trigger warning to sometimes triggering topics can get brought up too. So I just want to go ahead and forewarn everybody in the live. So if you hear something that I brought up that may trigger you, I'm apologize ahead of time. And throughout the reading, you like hear me kind of pinpoint some of my psychic abilities. Like I hear, I see, there's a movie playing in my head. I kind of help you pinpoint what I'm feeling too as my psychic ability wise. And let's see. I'm just trying to give it a little bit more time for the energy kind of like go away from the previous reading. Let's see. Oh, okay, I'm having brain fart. Okay. Um, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to feel the energy is going away now. Okay, so okay. Someone's goddess is coming through right now. Someone's goddess is coming through right now. Okay. Oh, okay. What's she doing here? Sorry. Okay, okay. Okay. So I'm just going ahead and say that whoever works with Hecate, she's here. So I'm sure I'm not sure whoever works with Hecate or Hecate, she's here. Um, I tried to say Dee Dee's name lightly. So I'm just letting you know she's the one who came. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna Hecate, can you please move to the side? Sorry. So Lily, throughout the reading too, just if you feel some kind of like emotions or emotional, you want to cry, feel free to. I always encourage that too.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and start because Hecate. Oh, okay. I don't know why she's here. Um, I pick up two energies. Again, just keep in mind it can be like from your mom and dad's of the family. Again, that's why it's kind of important to pinpoint. Um, I pick up two energies. I'm like again like a grandfather energy, and then a grandmother. Again, just keep in mind like your mom, who's a grandmother, or dad is a grandfather. Just like that, you can pinpoint who it is. Um, so what I'm seeing is like there's two loved ones together. I'm not sure if it's his wife or your grandmother, but I just see him put his arms around this woman. And so when you put them together, there's like a big height difference. Like obviously he's taller than her, and then he's showing up with like just keep in mind, it can be like throughout his life too, like his age or whatever. He may change his clothing too. But right now he's showing up like overall suspenders
Okay.
and his hair. I don't want to say he's not necessarily bald, but it's just thinning of the hair.
Uh-huh.
And then to me, he's giving me his personality. It's more like he's like the outdoor type. Like he works outdoor. He's just outdoor type of person. Um, like he just keeps showing me he's putting his hands around this woman. So I'm assuming, like I said, we can kind of pinpoint who this woman is. Maybe he's just saying he's with his wife on the other side, but he's. I feel like he's a family's man. Like he cares about family, like family tradition, family values. He's a family man, stuff
Uh-huh.
like that.
Okay.
Um, and then to me, he's very selective of the people who lets in his life. Like he's friendly, but in order for you to be that close with him, he has to know you on that level. Does that make sense?
Yes.
by his personality. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, and I feel like sometimes like his weight. Right now he's like touching his belly, so I'm assuming he has a belly too. But to me, I feel like his weight it fluctuates too. Like he loses weight, gain weight, his weight fluctuates too. To your, if you know, to your knowledge. Um, I don't know. It's just he's trying to give me a little bit more of his personality, so I'm assuming he's trying to learn how to work with mediums too.
Okay.
And that's okay. Um, and in this woman, again, just keep in mind that two different people can come through at the same time.
Okay.
And in this woman, I'm seeing it feels like towards later on the end of her life, her years, where she's kind of sitting by herself. Like either she's watching TV, but I know it's TV playing in the background,
Okay.
and then she's either like dozing off, not dozing off, but like looking around, like she's. Please don't take it as mean disrespectful. Like she's not aware or really there. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Um,
That makes more sense if it's my grandmother.
okay. Because I'm kind of getting the word dementia too, because she's making my mind feel groggy
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then like she's giving me a little bit of her personality. Like she's kind of like the grandfather that I described. Like she's a family. Like whoever comes over, she cooks for them. She's a very
Uh-huh.
welcoming woman and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the clothing to me, what I'm feeling and the way she's showing me is like it's very like loose fitting, where she's able to move around, move her arms. You know, she doesn't
Yeah.
like restrictions on her body.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's like casual Sunday clothing, just like
Mm-hmm.
casual clothing and
Right.
stuff.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. It sounds like my grandmother, my paternal grandmother on my dad's side.
okay.
And
Um,
the
go
foggy
ahead.
brain, the foggy brain makes a lot of sense because she'd had a stroke, and so she
Okay.
had a lot of brain fog.
Okay. That will make
Yeah.
sense. Um, so when they bring up a song to me, it can just be like a saying, a phrase, or just for example, sometimes like you guys go to vacation together and then there's like the song is right there written on the picture or whatever. But to me, I'm getting and I'm hearing the song playing You Are My Sunshine.
Huh. Okay.
So I'm not sure if like it's an actual phrase or saying, or they're just here to say that they love you, that you are their
Oh.
sunshine, kind of
Yeah.
thing and stuff. Um, and then so they bring the month April. So besides April being like a holiday, what would the month April mean?
In regard to my grandmother specifically, or other people?
Just other people like a birthday, death day, anniversary. It's not
Well,
related to that.
there's a birth date and a death date right next to each other.
Okay, awesome. And then September is being brought up too,
September.
to your knowledge.
Can't think of anything in September.
Okay. Um, and then just something about June, and then pushing towards the end of June, like upcoming July. Would that make sense?
Trying to think. April definitely like hardcore, but the other
Mhm.
months I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Okay, and that's okay. Um, let's see. Would there be like some kind of like a jewelry or something passed on to the female in the family, or someone has it?
Um, from my dad's side, not really.
The
Well,
female, like feels like
yeah,
someone has a female that has passed, kind of jewelry or something.
jewelry. I don't. Um, I don't know. From a female on my dad's side, no, neither one of my grandmothers. I
Well, it
had
can be.
my grandmother, the same one that I think is coming through, my grandmother Mildred. She and I used to play with her button collection,
Mhm.
and I ended up with a lot of her buttons. I don't know, it's not
Okay,
jewelry, but as a kid, I would wear them as jewelry.
okay, that will make sense then about that kind of thing. Okay, that
Yeah.
will definitely fit the description. Okay,
Yes.
um, and then would there be a male? There's like a younger male. I'm not sure if it's like a kid thing, but just like a younger male is named after a male that has passed in the family, to your knowledge.
In the family, yes. Very young,
Okay,
18.
okay, awesome. Um, and to your knowledge, I'm not sure what side of the family, mom and dad side family. There's someone that were serving like the World War II. I'm getting the World War II.
Oh yeah, my grandfather, the
Okay,
first
that one.
man I think that came in. Yeah,
Okay, awesome. Um, let's see. Then he's mentioned like something about a letter. Someone found a letter, or just a letter of his. Would that make sense? Like he's still around, or I don't know.
there are a lot of papers left over from that part of the family. Yes, quite a few.
Okay, okay, awesome. Um, let's see. And then let's see what else. Would you happen to? He's talking about. He wants to bring up about someone serving or enlisting too currently that you to your knowledge,
Not, I don't know of anyone currently enlisted.
or wanting to be enlisted, or wanting to talking about it. That makes sense. Or playing around with the idea.
Not that I know of, unless it's like nephews or something that I don't know.
Okay, okay, awesome. Then, like I said, what we'll just take that information.
Okay, yeah.
Um, on the dad side of the family, I just feel like, according to your knowledge, you may have to ask around. You don't know, and you don't have to. But if you want to, like, there's some kind of like accusations in your dad's side of the family. Will that make sense? Someone's being accused or something.
Uh, accused. Oh gosh. Um, someone who's passed in my
I'm
dad's side of the family.
not sure it's alive or past. Like I said, they weren't really specific. They're just saying like someone in the family was accused of something, like
Yeah,
accusation.
I'd have to ask around about that. I don't
Okay.
know.
Um, let's see. I'm not sure like accused of like stealing. Like I said, they weren't really specific about what
Right.
accusation was like, accused of. Um, to your knowledge, would your dad happen to have a brother or someone he looks at as a brother?
Yeah, my dad had a brother. Yes.
Okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong about description. What I'm getting is like a little heavier set male.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Um, I feel like what I'm seeing is like when they talk about the accusation and your dad's brother, there's dots connected to him. So maybe some kind of accusations about your dad's brother. That makes sense. If
Uh,
that's okay, we don't know.
well, I mean, it's. I know that my dad would have accused his brother of some not just sort of poor behavior, but I can't
Okay.
know like nothing legal or heinous or anything like that. But my dad would definitely have accused his brother of being a little shady.
Okay, awesome. That would kind of validate the
Yeah.
accusation in the family then. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Um, let's see. Mm, to your knowledge, would you happen to know about some kind of family secret? Not sure if a mom and dad side, but a family secret, like family members knew, but not the outsiders. That makes sense?
Well, over on my, so it's, I think who we've all been talking about so far has been my dad's family, but on my mom's side of the family, yeah, there was a big family secret.
Okay, awesome. Um, let's see what else they want to bring up. So this is where I'm going to put a trigger warning that I mentioned earlier to everybody.
Uh huh.
Again, to your knowledge, it may not happen to you, but just your social connection, coworkers, friends, family members, just keep an open mind about who
Okay.
this person. So the word rape is being brought up. So I'm not sure it's like inappropriate touching, inappropriate stuff, or done something against someone's real, just along
Oh, yeah.
those lines.
Yeah. In both my mother's side of the family and with me, honestly.
Okay, okay, awesome. Like I said, we don't want to talk about it. I just want to
Yeah.
bring that as a
That's
living
fine.
piece
It's
of
fine.
evidence.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. I'm not okay. So what I'm seeing is like to me it feels like that like someone stole something out of a family member. Like some jewelry was stolen, something was missing or stolen, and you know I'm trying to say like something was stolen or missing
Right.
from the family.
I I don't know specifically, but I wouldn't doubt it on either side of the family.
Okay. It just feels like they want to talk about more. They're trying to bring out information more, but like I said, I
Right.
feel like it's someone from your mom's side family. Like I said, they're not used talking to mediums, so they're trying to work with me about this
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Um, it feels like an item was stolen or pawned. Does that make sense to your
Oh,
knowledge?
I wouldn't doubt it. Again, I don't know
Okay.
specifically, but I wouldn't be surprised. Some of my cousins on my mom's side.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like a marriage or announcement of a marriage, like it happened recently. Would that make sense? Like not too old or recently, like maybe a year or two. I don't. It just feels like it feels recent. It doesn't feel. It feels fresh.
An announcement of a marriage.
Or someone getting married. I don't know. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, my niece Natalie just got married in
Okay.
April.
Okay. Awesome. Again, just then bring a little bit pieces of evidence,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
No, that's awesome.
Um, and then I'm also seeing. Okay, so like back then, in your time, like those old timey record players, the big CDs.
Oh yeah, big
I'm
CD.
seeing.
You're
I'm
funny.
seeing. Sorry, I'm just trying to describe what I'm
No,
seeing. And
it's
then
very funny. Yes, albums, vinyl albums.
um, I'm seeing Elvis Presley
Yeah,
specifically.
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Um,
Carlina.
let's see. Uh, let's see what else. Records, yeah. Sorry. Let's see. Let's see. I feel like this woman has passed. Maybe it's the same woman. I'm gonna say or alive. Like I said, they're not telling me it's alive or departed, but just like it's like a memory. Like I'm seeing from like another person's eyes, or I'm just like coming. I came to the kitchen, and now I see this woman washing dishes, and she's gazing out or looking out the kitchen window. Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Okay, okay. I
Yes.
don't know what that means. It feels like a memory. Let's see. Okay. So to your knowledge, and I'm going to put a trigger warning. Um, just like I said, it just feels like I'm in third person's point of view, where I'm seeing literally a female was in a physical abusive relationship, and a male grabbed her hair and jerked her back. So I'm not sure if you happen to know a female in an abusive relationship. Well, that makes sense. I'm not. I don't know.
Uh, let's see. I think oof. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I don't recall any specific family stories about that,
Give me like
but
a friend, a coworker too, just not your family too.
oh, oh, well, in that case, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, awesome. Um, let's see. Like, I'm sorry it was so specific. Like,
No,
I'm
it's
telling you what
fine.
I'm seeing. Um,
Yeah.
mm, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know much about cars. But the car Mustang is being brought up.
That is the only car, Linda, the
Oh,
only car. The 1966 convertible Mustang, the only
okay,
car.
okay, okay, awesome. Um, so okay, what is this? What's this? I'm getting two names, male names. Again, keep in mind about anybody. I'm getting the name Mark and then Adam.
Well, Mark is my ex-husband who's still living.
Mhm.
I don't know an Adam very well. I know an Adam, but I don't know him very well.
Okay. Again, it's just kind of like they want to bring about the people in your life
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Um. Okay. So I'm getting like a MER name. I'm just getting what I'm seeing, but the word like Meredith name Meredith. I know just I'm not like I'm just hearing. I'm not sure if you please correct me. The
Well,
name.
Mildred is my grandmother.
No, it's like MER name.
MER.
Hmm. I kind of want to say Meredith or maybe just Mer. I don't know. It's just like the Mer name, female name.
I can't think of any right now. Sorry.
and and that's okay. It can be like sometimes your loved ones, friends, can
Yeah.
talk about too. Um, Okay, what's this? Emily? Emily? I'm not sure.
Emma is
Okay, okay, okay,
my grandmother on my mother's side is Emma.
okay. I'm getting the EMM name. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, the year 1984. Would that have any connections to you, or you know that year, 1984?
Oh crap, I gotta think. Oh my gosh. I was in college, after college. Um, I was back here. I'd have to think about it.
But that's okay. They just want to talk about in general the year 1984. It's nothing like very specific. Like they just want to bring up the year 1984.
Okay.
Okay. And then what would happen the year 2001? That makes sense.
Oh, good Lord. Um, 2001 would have been my 40th birthday year.
Okay.
Oh, I got married. Oh, wait, the
Okay.
year before. Wait a minute, hold on. I was newly married. We bought a house. That's 2000. Around that time would have been the first or second year of my ex marriage.
Okay. I'll take that. As long as you know what the year 2001 means to you, I'll take that
Right.
information.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so to what I'm feeling, what they make me feel, something significant happened pre-COVID before the lockdown started. It's like COVID and then the lockdown. So something right in the middle. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. They want to bring that up. Like we don't want to talk about it. Like they just want to bring that as evidence.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
move on. Okay, we'll move on. Um, so okay. So when they bring up like careers or profession, I'm just going to say like a nurse, like can be like CNA, RNA, caretaker, or just someone who works around nurses. Would you happen to know who that person is?
No.
Okay, there must be some family members never met before then.
Could be.
Um, so who's more prone to kind of get in trouble or involve the law? That makes sense.
What? Say that one again.
Who would be more prone to get in trouble or involve the law?
Who would be?
Mm-hmm. In the family.
Oh, I know quite a few of those right now.
Okay, awesome. I'll take that information.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and then in the in the family, I think so, in the family, who would be the bookworm, the book nerd in your eyes?
My mother.
Okay, awesome. Um, to your knowledge that you know of, and you're aware, would there be someone in the like in the law enforcement field?
A relative, no, but I'm very involved with law enforcement right currently.
Okay, then I'll take. Hold on. Should I take that? They're giving me the no feeling, and that's okay. I just
Okay.
want to make sure if there's something they want to talk about, and that's okay. You don't know. Um, okay, in your eyes, who would be more involved with video games, like Xbox and stuff like that? In your eyes,
Oh, several people currently.
okay.
I mean,
I'm getting a
two
young. Sorry.
younger people. My friend Mike and his kids. Um,
I was gonna say a younger
oh,
male.
yeah, like younger as young as 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then I do know. And what are their names? Oh my God, my fake grandkids, Annie's
Okay.
sons.
Okay. And then I'm not sure they're talking about the same son or grandson, but to me they're kind of like want to talk about in your eyes or what we would deem more neurodivergence like ADHD, ADD,
Yeah.
autism.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think one of
Awesome.
them's on the spectrum. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Um, and I feel like a younger female could be the same family, like in your eyes will be like more like a slow learner, but they're very smart. Does that make sense?
Um,
I feel
Was he
like
not?
she's more hands-on. That makes
Oh
sense?
yeah,
Okay.
Annie. Not as young. That yeah.
Okay. Um, I just feel like whoever is the parents of Annie, like, they kind of want to say like, be more patient with her. That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Very much so.
Okay. Um, I'm not sure I brought this month up again, but I'm gonna say March.
March.
Hmm.
Um. I mean, I know a few birthdays in March.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like when they bring up months, it can be death day, birthdays, anniversary, just
Oh
stuff.
yeah. No. Yes. March 19th. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Um, let's see. 2011 has been brought up. The year.
Uh huh.
Okay, we don't talk about it. I just want to bring it up. Okay.
I'm old, Linda. I'm old. I have. I'm like, wait a minute. What? 2000 what?
Um, yeah, they didn't want to talk about 2011. It feels like a significant event, though.
I turned 50.
This
Um. I'm trying to think of any significant events. I have to think about that.
Okay, that's yeah. It doesn't feel like a birthday. It feels like an event, though.
Okay, an event in 2011. Okay, I'll work on it.
Okay, that's okay. Okay? So let me ask you this: Are you from the states, United States?
Yes.
Do you have a connection to California?
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay. And then New York.
Yes.
Okay, and then they're making me feel like the middle states. What state is it? States in the middle of. Let's see. It feels like in the middle is like Texas and all the way up. Would that make sense? The middle state. I'm not sure. Like they're not telling me what the state is. This like
Arizona?
I think so. It's like no. Is
It's not.
Arizona in the middle, like up for Texas?
That would be Oklahoma, uh, Utah, Illinois. I don't know. I have to look at a map.
Okay, yeah. Let me tell them to look at a map.
Right.
Because they want to bring me to that part of the
Okay.
state. Like that's
Okay.
okay. Like I said, I don't know. Do you knowledge or were you aware? I feel like something happened in like Nevada or Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay.
In a, yes. Huge.
Okay. And then I want to they're making me swing back to the East Coast. Then it's not like I want to say okay, somewhere in the Carolinas. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, okay, that would make sense. Like okay, okay. Um, will it be okay? Will it be like a male tabby cat that has passed?
A what?
A male tabby cat that has
Oh,
passed
God.
to.
Oh, my God. A male tabby cat. I think we only had female cats. Oh, God. We only had female pets now that I think about it.
Probably someone. I'm not sure. It's like a stray or someone had it, or could be like another family member. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm
I
getting like
didn't think about that. Yeah.
okay. It's like a ginger orange one though.
Male. I just don't. I can't think of a male cat that we had, or
Okay,
that
because I'm getting
anybody friends had, or anything.
yeah, because I'm getting like the orange color, like a male ginger
Yeah.
orange tabby, and that's okay.
Okay.
Um, what like a okay. So I'm not sure which breed it is, but I'm gonna say like I feel like a golden retriever or a lab dog. One of those two dogs.
Okay.
To your
My
knowledge.
um my niece has labs.
Okay. Would it be like a yellow golden just in that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yellow lab.
Awesome. Okay. And then I want to talk about you seeing an apparition of a loved one.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, we don't talk about it. They just want to bring that as evidence.
Okay.
What about? Let me see. Hold on. Sorry. if you remember, well, maybe okay. So if it could be about you or to your knowledge of what you're wearing. I'm just seeing like a younger kid. I'm not getting a gender of the young kid, but it doesn't like seem black shadows.
The kid sees shadows.
Yeah, like black shadows,
What shadows? Sorry.
like black shadows, like shadow people.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay.
I'll claim that.
Like okay, because like I said, I wasn't sure who. They weren't really specific about which kid it is,
Right.
stuff like that. Um, and then okay. So when this entity is a good entity or being gets brought up, it goes by two different names because it has like associated with so many religions. So I'm going to say Saint Michael or Archangel Michael. Would you have any
Okay.
connection to you?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Um, hold on. Without going into much detail, please clarify Saint Michael or Archangel Michael.
Okay.
You know,
Archangel Michael,
um,
Saint
what
Michael.
was his connection to you and him, or to your family, whatever your connection with him?
Um. Oh gosh. Gosh, he's one of the first guides that I met when I first started development.
Hmm.
I mean, like 30 years ago, and he was the first one I met and the first one I worked with.
Okay. I just like I said, I'm just trying to clarify. I just wanted to pinpoint exactly is it him coming through or your loved ones bring him up? If that makes sense.
Um,
Um.
in the beginning, it was him,
Mhm.
because I didn't have any loved ones who are non-physical.
No.
But recently, in different practices and gatherings, they would bring him. He's just part of the crowd.
Let's see. So I'm trying to pinpoint which one it is. Because sometimes like you don't know all your spirit guides, so that makes sense. And so
Uh, I know a lot of them. At least the one I know the ones that I know. If that makes any sense,
yeah,
um
because sometimes we have different guides throughout our life too that leave
right,
then come.
right. I
So
had heard that. Yes.
okay, I think it's him coming through though, because like I'm feeling to me like when human energies or human souls that once humans, their energy feels lighter, more airy. But when it comes to entities or beings, like it literally feels like a person right beside you.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like Michael's literally right beside me and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's him coming through and saying, "Hey, I'm around still."
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, it's like,
That's awesome. You're awesome. You are insanely gifted.
oh, thank you. I think this is all for now because Michael's here and he's gonna take over the reading
Yeah.
and stuff. So I hope all you guys liked it how I demonstrated my mediumship and everything.
Yeah. Oh, you're fantastic. Good for
But
you.
thank you, thank you,
Thank you, Lily. I
Thank
love you.
you.
thank you,
Thank
Lily.
you. I don't know how to get out of here now.
I'm not sure.
You know,
I think you just exit somehow.
Sure I do. I'll just go out and I'll come back.
oh, there
Okay.
we go. Oh, sorry, I disconnected. Whoops, sorry, Lily.
No, she was ready to go. That was awesome. Thank you, Linda.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Lily is very special to me. So,
Mhm.
as is Shiraz and some other people that I have. So, yeah, she's my girl. So Felicia. All right. I think I'll do Felicia, and you're cold, Linda. So if
Yeah.
you want to dip out and go take care of the babies and all of that stuff, then it's up to you if you want to stay or if you want to go. Because I can sign off since I'm on your host, and then come right back into the live.
Yeah, let's do that then because I'm hungry now.
Yeah, yeah. I figured I felt that. So
Yeah,
what we're
because
gonna
Michael
do,
came
guys,
in, so
is we're going to sign off because I'm on her host page, and then I'll come back on my platform. So under Psychic Rising. So y'all meet me there.
okay.
Bye.
Thank you, Lily.
Thank you,
Bye, everybody.
Linda.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.